The transition from collegiate sports to professional sports is something that isn't talked about quite enough as it should be. Whether that's from college football to the NFL, college basketball to the NBA, or even women's college basketball to the WNBA, that transition should be highlighted just because of how difficult it is. Not only are we talking about that transition, but we're comparing that transition to the transition from high school to the collegiate level. So today we talked to an NFL draft analyst from the Right Way Sports Network, Jake Circus, and he's going to break it down all for us.
Well, it's very fragile, right? Like a guy can come in, have production for 4 years of college, and just not look like that at the next level. And a lot of guys come in with the mentality of, okay, I'm gonna kind of play the same way I did in college. And some coaches are like, no, you're not gonna do that. We're gonna change everything about you. And that's when draft picks start to fail. But when the guys who same thing, have the production, have the tools, test like 99 percentile athletes, like we're seeing with all these receivers and corners who are running 4.3s, they come in to a great coaching staff and they look more like be themselves, and it opens up for that kind of success in that regard. Whereas if a guy comes in with all the confidence in the world and tests like a 99, 97 percentile athlete like all these guys are, and doesn't find that success, a lot of that is mostly due to lack of confidence from the coaching staff, who are struggling during early practices. And I think a huge factor is rookie camps and staying healthy, and a lot of guys just don't. I would say that if a guy who is great in high school doesn't succeed in college, it's just because, oh, it's college and you just failed. More so in the NFL, like I would say guys who just don't work out in college, like all these 5 stars, it's the partying, it's, stuff like that can mess them up off their game, but that doesn't stand in the NFL. Like if you're in college for 4 years, you can get away, like if you're a stud, you can get away with, struggling in school and partying. Like coaches don't have you on that short of a leash. But in the NFL, you're facing the best athletes in the world. Like that stuff doesn't stand.
Those are the main reasons why less than 1% of all college athletes make it from the collegiate level to the professional ranks. Whether that's because of their coaching, their situation, or their lack of interest in the sport, the transition from college to professional is extremely difficult. But with that also being said, there is still a 1% chance, so it is still possible if you have the right situation.